Dun 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 Shows World. Welcome to Shows World Gamers. Josh here, and we are back checking out another one of these little consoles. That this one claims to have 620 games. Now, unlike the ones we've looked at in the past, like this one, the Game Boy style with the games built on it. This time, it's kind of in that NES mini style. Let's take a look at the box. We'll go ahead and we'll do an unboxing on this. And then I got my CRT TV over here hooked up, so we'll go ahead and connect it up to that, and we'll see how this thing works, see how it runs, check out the controllers and stuff. But we'll take a quick look at the box here. Classic Games Collection. Game handle of its plug-and-play system. All right, nothing on the back. All right, pretty self-explanatory. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. So we'll go ahead and swing that open. We do have the AV cables there. This looks like, this is the plug-in. All right, so that's to plug it in. And then it does come with a user manual there. It says mini PC game. Mini PC game, huh? Mini TV game anniversary edition. All right. Instead of anniversary, they accidentally put two N's there. It's always good when there's... All right. Just kind of tells you how to hook it up. And kind of the outlook on the system there. All right. Seems pretty basic. All right, so it does come with two controllers here. All right, controller one. So it's basically the basic NES design, but with two extra buttons there. All right, and I have one of these. Let's open that up. All right, so yeah, the controller doesn't feel that bad. It doesn't feel that bad. It does feel like, cheap plastic here. The weird part is the plug-in is kind of like even the old classic NES style, although I think it's a little bit smaller, so that's kind of interesting. But the controller's much more promising than, what we've gotten on here. This one wasn't too bad out of the different ones we checked out for the buttons. Doesn't feel great, but we'll have to see how well it works. But let's go ahead and get the console itself out. All right. All right, there you have it. Look at that. Pretty light, man. This thing weighs absolutely nothing. Kind of like the controllers and stuff. The plastic, it's a cheap plastic. It's, it's not nearly as good as like the NES or Super NES Mini when it comes to, the quality of the casing here. But we got our two controller ports there. Oh, okay. So the buttons are very reminiscent if you've had a regular NES, like, the power button sticks in. We got the reset button. That, of course, does not open up. On the back, we have where we plug it in. And we have where we hook up the AV cable. All right, well, this claims it has 620 games. Let's go ahead and get this thing hooked up, and we'll see how well it works. All right, we got our mini console here, all hooked up to the CRT TV, I should say. Let's go ahead and plug in the controller. Controller is plugged in. Got the controller here. All right, we'll go ahead and power this thing on. All right, well, it is that familiar looking all right, we'll hit the reset button there. We'll go down to English this time. All right, so 620 in one. Looks very familiar to the portable systems that we were taking a look at. Doctor. Let's go up to the top and we'll go back. All right, so 620. Fish War. I have no idea what that is. Strong Pill. PC made. All right, this is some weird sounding games. Wonder Ball, Wild Worm, Water Pipe. All right, a lot of these are like, what's this? Pulveration? It's a tank game. Oh, and we got blown up. All right, well. Alright, we took out that guy. Ooh, the controls went a little wonky there. Alright, we took out that guy. We're moving on, I guess. Go across here. Oh, I got shot in the back. Alright. Alright, so maybe we actually have to take out all the tanks. Alright. So there was some that we just went past, like this one. Ah, got shot in the back again. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... I don't know how to back out. I think you might have to press the reset button to go back out. The controls are actually not terrible. They're not great. I mean, it doesn't feel that good. It's weird that we got Dale there on the screen. Ninja Gaiden 2, Snow Bros, Double Dragon 2 and 3. Just go through a bunch of the games. Mortal Kombat 4, Spider-Man, Bomberman, Chess, Circus Charlie, Clue Land. All right. So it looks like, you know, a bunch of the classic 8-bit Nintendo-style games. Galaga. Ooh, we got Galaxy. All right, let's jump into Galaxy and check that out. This shouldn't be too taxing. It does look like it is the NES version of the game. Yeah, it's the NES version. Alright, so this is running pretty good. Let's see, maybe we'll try one other game just to see how it does. Let's try Turtles 1. Alright, so this is the NES Ninja Turtle game that is extremely hard and extremely fun. Oops. Man, I am sucking at this game. Alright, when I press up, it presses... when I press up, sometimes it goes to the left, and I'm just pressing up right there. I'm just pressing up, and it's going to the left, so... Controller's definitely not great, but better than those portable systems that we tried out. Alright, well, there you have it. Not great. It's not great, but it's definitely better than the other systems we checked out. I think there's better options on the market, but I mean, if you can get this thing for a couple bucks, you'll have some fun with it. Definitely the best out of the different ones we've checked out so far. But it uses it's the same emulation as the other ones there. It's okay. I'm just gonna get it. It's okay. Out of 5, I'd probably give it maybe a 2.5, maybe 3. Unfortunately, the controls aren't that great, and it doesn't matter. The games could be flawless, look amazing, and everything. If the controls aren't that good, then it's just not going to be that fun to play. The controls are okay, but like you saw, I was having issues there when I just pressed up, that it would start going to the left, stuff like that. So there's a few little issues there, but this is one that I think you could get some fun out of. I wouldn't pay more than, 10 or 20 bucks tops for this. I've seen these things go for a lot more than that. I would not pay more than that. But hey, if the kids want to, plug and play little system here, I don't think this is going to be super durable. I think it's going to break easy. That is kind of another issue with it. It's not, built super good, but it's an option, I guess. For me, I would pass on this. I would pass. I would look for something better. But I do want to thank you guys for joining us on this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the little NES Mini. I'll give you another look at the box here. 620 games. That way, if you want to steer clear of it, you know what it looks like. If you think you want to give it a shot, you also see what it looks like. But I do want to thank you guys for joining us on this video. Do me a favor, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed these videos, hit that like button. Shoach World, out.